Good afternoon, good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Is this working? Awesome. Thank you all for joining us out here this afternoon. Really important, dedication. This trail that we're standing on has been a lot of work put in by mostly the folks that I'm looking at. You guys are the ones that made this happen, and as far as the open space program goes, we are just happy that we have a community like you guys that are out here to support us and get this built. My name is Peter Sunnison. I'm with Eagle County Open Space, and I just wanted to briefly share a huge word of thanks to everyone who worked on it. Hardscrabble Trails Coalition, Vail Valley Mountain Trails Alliance, Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, and really just individuals who came out and made this trail happen. Also want to, kind of give the open space rationale for calling this Adams Way. And again, a huge thank you to Kaylee for honoring us by letting us name this Adams Way. And so I'm just briefly going to share one iteration of Open Space's idea of Adams Way. I'm going to turn it over to Rob Tadlock, president of HTC, to share, what maybe Adams Way means to him. And then finally, we're going to hear from Kaylee to thank everybody once again. So when this trail was in its planning stages, it made our management plan back in 2017. It was, we were going to build it. We had some permits to go through. But when Adam got wind that we were thinking about building this trail last summer, within 48 hours, he had a group of friends, HTC members, mobilized and had this flagged. The lighter flags are his original flags. He had this alignment set out before we had even opened that management plan book. He knew that we wanted to build this. He got his friends out here. He got it done. And I think to us, that was Adam's way. It was, mobilizing his friends, his community in the name of soft surface trail building, in the name of sustainability. Really, the enthusiasm for getting good work done with his buddies. So that was one iteration of Adam's Way. Second iteration was, after that happened, our director, Catherine King, had just been on the job for a few months, and when we learned that via social media, via HTC's Instagram, that there had been a trail flagged on open space, as any public land manager goes, we got a little nervous. And the conversation, Catherine hadn't worked with Adam for too long, so we're like, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be cool? How are we going to have this conversation? Oh my goodness. So a little anxiety there, and I remember they had a walk and talk scheduled to kind of catch up, introduce each other, get to know each other a little bit better. And man, I remember Catherine coming back from that walk and talk, just being as cool as can be. And again, for anyone that's worked with Adam, knew Adam really well, that was what it was like being around him. There's sense of calm, the sense of cool, and just a way to put people at ease and to make everyone happy. And so that, again, is, kind of our second thought on what Adams Way means to the open space program. So again, thank you to everyone who's been who's been involved with the building of this trail, who's been involved with the support of this trail. And I'm going to turn it over to Rob Tadlock with Hardscrabble Trails Coalition to share some thoughts as well.
Cool. Thank you. Had a few points here just to make sure didn't want to miss. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Like, this fills my heart, and I think it would have Adams as well. I was part of that original crew that bushwhacked through here, but so was the mayor. So I felt like if the mayor was here, I'm good too, right? And I love what Peter said about Adam's vision and him always being a step or two ahead of you. But then when you came back around, he made you feel like maybe he wasn't ahead of me. Maybe he's just like, I'm part of this too. But no, he's had it planned. In fact, this trail is part of his outer ring vision for Eagle, right? Like, since I started with HTC, I don't know, 6 years ago, I remember him talking about the outer loop. We'd come out here and he'd be like, imagine we could ride all the way and we could we'd make motorcycle noises, blah, blah. And he's like, this is a mountain bike group. And I'm like, sorry, so anyways, when we flagged all of this, we knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen this quickly. And I think that just goes to show that the county and the town and the land managers that we have around here are all very forward thinking. They're willing to work with us as long as we're reasonable. And we should be very, very thankful for the people that help us make this happen. And that includes all of you.
Yes.
And so, thanks to Catherine, thanks to Peter, thanks to the town, Brian, I just feel like we have so much momentum. And not only the momentum there, but the momentum with our volunteer crew this summer. We've got like multiple trail crew leaders now. We've put in hundreds of hours of volunteer work. And to me, that's what this trail means. That's what Adam wants. That's the best way to dedicate this trail to him, is to say this was built mostly with hand tools by various volunteer groups, youngsters, people in our community, land managers, people coming out after work. Like, that's the best way to honor Adam. And so I'm really happy that this trail came through. I'm really happy that you're all here. And I just really appreciate everybody's involvement. And I just want to say, VBMTA trail crew, their trail crew that we have, the full-time paid trail crew, they've done a lot of the technical work on this trail. All the volunteers, the multiple HTC nights, the youth corps that came out, Eagle County, the town of Eagle, letting us use the road out there and letting us have pizza and stay way too late. And it's just like, let's not take that for granted that we live in a cool place like that. So thanks everyone for coming out. I'm going to pass it over to Kaylee, and I love you all.
All right. First of all, everybody's given thanks, but thanks again, to everybody that helped make this trail happen. It's been just a super positive experience for me, kind of to come in at the end of this long process and see it come to life. And I can only imagine how proud Adam must be of the efforts that happened here and that continue to happen to make Eagle this just awesome mountain biking town. So it's pretty sweet. I also want to take the opportunity to thank everyone again for the amazing support that you have given to me and my girls, and to the other families that were involved in this tragedy, all 7 families. What I'm learning is that not just the families, but all of us really who were touched by these amazing guys, living and not living, we need to be together. And we need to have a way to kind of share and offload our grief and deal with it. And so, I'm grateful that this trail and this event today kind of gives us a chance to do that. I know that when I ride this trail, I will be thinking of rides with Adam. I'm sure you have your own story too about a ride with Adam. I'm sure involved maybe a little bit of adventure, something unexpected, maybe a detour or two. It's probably longer than you wanted and maybe a little bit harder than you wanted. But it sticks in your memory for a reason. And I bet definitely it was super fun. I may be biased, but I like to think that the reason it was special was that the experience was unique to riding with Adam. There was just this way about him, the way he rode or did life in general, that was special and fun. It was Adam's way, right? And so when I ride this trail and I think about what Adam Way means to me, I'm going to think of these things. Say yes. Bring friends. Go hard. Take some chances. Don't worry. Have fun. And bring beer. Bring beer.